The Life of Chuck movie review. The Life of Chuck is a great movie that has Tom Hiddleston, Jacob Tremblay, a huge cast, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Mark Hamill, Karen Gillan, and it tells the tale of Chuck told through different periods in his life. And you're going to leave this movie feeling very inspired about life, and it'll have a huge emotional impact on you. At least it did for me. I felt like I wasn't expecting to be blown away by this, but when I was watching it, this is on par with, I dare say, Stephen King adaptations of like The Shawshank Redemption and The Green Mile. This is going to be up there in the top 3 of the best adaptations that I'm like, wow, The Life of Chuck is a really good movie from Mike Flanagan. Now, if you don't know who Mike Flanagan is, he's done movies like the Shining sequel there, the Doctor Sleep movie with Rose the Hat. Remember all that one? So he's got experience in dealing with adaptations. And in fact, if you watch Netflix, he's done The Haunting of Hill House, The Haunting of Bly Manor. He's adapted a lot of really good stuff, and that has translated beautifully to The Life of Chuck. Now, I want to say here, before we get going, if you are thinking that this is a Tom Hiddleston movie, it's not. He's just one section of Chuck's life. So know that going in, because I'm trying to preface it here that you see him at different points in his life. And the movie is told in a very different style. It's told in 3 acts, but it's kind of like the last act is the first act. So when you first watch this movie, you might be feeling, well, what is this? What is this movie? You told me that this was going to be an inspiring piece of film cinema here, and you're giving us some kind of weird thing that I didn't know what I was signing up for. It's a bit gloom. But this is how Mike Flanagan is weaving this narrative of, oh, there's a bit of a metaphor going on here. The metaphor is that you should take life seriously, that you should cherish all the moments that you have in your life because they may never come again. And it's told in a beautiful way in which you see students and teachers passing on their knowledge and inspiring people, right? We all have multitudes in us. The whole universe is up here. And it's just a great feeling, a great message. And it's one of those movies where I can't wait to see this movie again. I am looking forward to seeing this movie again. So that's the kind of movie that it is. It's one of those ones where it's like, when you see it, guys, you've got to check it out. You got to. I know it may not be for everybody, but you got to check it out. Let's go over to my score sheet here and start filling in some numbers for The Life of Chuck. Acting, directing, and story are out of a possible 2 points. Cinematography and score are out of 1 point each. And the acting, because of the ensemble cast all around here, I'm going to give 1.5. And I might reserve the right to come back and put it up to 2 points because there's some monologues in here. Very Mike Flanagan-esque monologues. If you know his works, Midnight Mass, then you know that he likes his monologues. And Mark Hamill's got a beautiful one in here about math. And it's just, oh, God, I want to watch it again. It's okay, that's it, James. You're bumping it up to 2. Mark Hamill is phenomenal in this. And so is Tom Hiddleston for the small scenes that he's in. There's a dancing sequence that everybody's going to be talking about. You got to check that out because it's so well done. It's so well crafted. And because the story is a bit, non-traditional, it takes a certain execution of that story to be pulled off well. So the technical aspects, cinematography, the pacing are all really well done. There's a nice narrative going on here, a narration, and that narration helps anchor what's going on in visually, right? So 1.5 there for the story, 1.5 for the directing. Cinematography is also stunning. Like you saw in the trailers there, like the darkness of people holding hands, lights going out around them. And it's just, that first act is so haunting. It's haunting. but it's from Stephen King, and he's trying to set the tone. And once you get that tone and you realize, oh, no, this is about life, and it's just so great. And the score does complement that very well. So I'll give that a full point as well. So I'm sitting at 7 out of 10 for The Life of Chuck right now. Let's go over to the tomato meter and see what people are saying, because this movie comes out this week. And I want to know if the audience is going to like this as well. It's 80% by the critics right now, and it's 137 reviews. It's going to be up there, guys. It's going to be certified fresh. And I think people, if my voice can help temper your expectations, like get through that first act, trust me, and you will be well rewarded by the end. So, I think the audience score is going to be somewhere in the same ballpark. This will be just an overall liked film, I believe, by almost everybody. Boston Globe, 4 out of 4. This film feels like the coziest of blankets enveloping you in the theater. However, you should expect a few jolts of static electricity as you struggle into that blanket. After all, this touching, beautiful film is based on a novella by Stephen King. And that just goes to echo why I was saying, guys, prepare yourselves, because that first act is not going to be quite what you think it is going to be about. And that's what's so cool about this. This is why it's art, because that's what good art should do. When you first look at something like a good art piece, you should be like, well, what is this? But you can't stop looking at it. You can't stop watching it. And I believe that is great art, right? And I think this will be up there in the pantheon of one of the better movies of the year. And driving that is part of the ensemble, right? New York Magazine, the film's driving ideas, which transform over the course of the picture, are replete with ironic potential, but Flanagan ably navigates the tonal minefield, never presenting the whole thing as a wink-wink joke of his characters. No, it's nothing like that. I don't know what the heck this guy's saying, but it's kind of a little bit of a convoluted thing. Let's go to see what some people who didn't like it are saying. Chicago Tribune, Michael Phillips. After the persuasively strange first chapter's over, the life of Chuck is a duller kind of strange? What? So it is a strange first act. I'm telling you guys, it's not going to be what you think it is. And that's what's so great about it. The in review online. The Life of Chuck isn't unpleasant exactly, but it is a bit like spending 110 minutes in the greeting card aisle at a farm. No, see, again, I think people had went into this expecting something totally different. Like along the lines of a Forrest Gump. It's not told in that traditional style, like from A to B. It's told in a very backwards type of way, but it makes sense at the end when it's all put together. Trust me, it's well enough done that when it sticks the landing. Life of Chuck sticks the landing. Okay, Silver Screen Riot. The Life of Chuck is about a magnitude of human life. It's multitudinous awe. Multitudes. Again, it's one of my favorite parts of the movie when the teacher's talking to the student, saying that you've got multitudes of the whole universe. It's just so beautiful. It's wow. I left the movie theater just in awe of The Life of Chuck. Is cinema. It's why we go to the theaters, guys. It's a really well-made film, and I can't champion it any more than that. So let's not drag it out. Let's go over to the score sheet and finish this review with the watchability factor. That's out at 2 points. Now, if you like the trailers, you'll want to check it out in the theater. If you want to be inspired about life, go check it out in the theaters. If you are a Mike Flanagan fan, there definitely will be those out there, then you will want to watch it again. And as I've already alluded to, guys, I am excited to go watch this movie again. I want to share this movie with people. 8.5, it's up there, guys. And I dare I almost say it's almost a 9. And I think I would own this film. Straight up. I would totally own this film. So I'm going to bump the watchability factor up to a full 2 points. The story is beautiful. Guys, it's almost a perfect film. Like, I'm going to be a little bit generous here in knocking it back a little bit with the directing and story, because as I said, there are some story beats in the first act that's not going to be for everyone. It's not going to be corralled the wider audiences, but this movie's going to pass through word of mouth that when you get to the end, you see what this message is all about the life of Chuck, I think you're going to be on board with me, and you're going to be like, I want to watch this again. This is one of the better movies of the year. 9 out of 10 for The Life of Chuck. What did you guys think? Did you see it? Are you looking forward to it? Let me know what you thought about it in the comments below, and we will talk about it. You're watching Mirror Domains.